Hold on. Hold on, are you in there? Hold it. What's up? Dude, I've been looking all over for you. You missed all summer. Where you been? It's like almost October now. You've been hiding in the mailbox this whole time. Seems like a lot has happened since I've seen you last. It's been about 2 months now. It is almost officially October with the recording of this, and I've been busy. Doing a little of this. I've found me a new hatchet target. This is exciting. This is perfect. Oh my god, it's fucking huge. Look at that. It's already cut on one side. We got it. Thanks, Jason. Won't put you in the won't put you, I know how you don't like that, so I won't put you in it, but we got it. It was a concerted effort. Do you have an idea how? Hee. That's pretty cool, huh? Been busy. Got my hatchet set up. Kind of how I like it now. It's kind of fun. Been working on some other projects like this. Welcome back from lunch. Okay, let's finish this clear. Hey, Bjorn. You'll be YouTube famous. I think it's playing, Bjorn. What do you think? This is only a 10-year-old reed. It's been on this mouthpiece for at least 8 of it. Grr. The only thing that's horrible design. In order to make a playability adjustment to the guitar, I have to take the whole neck off. And I have to guess. I have to guess at the adjustment. It's just awesome. If it's wrong, I'm going to take it all back apart. But we're going to guess. Stay right there. About there. I get this is supposed to make installation a lot simpler for a novice, because all they have to do is just push the wires in into here, boom, you're done. But this is a very bad thing to have just haphazardly roaming around electronics cavity, because that will cause all sorts of random issues as it rattles around, grounding out your outputs and stuff. But we're going to dip those connections, these two. I'm going to dip those two, heat shrink the rest of these. Actually, I'm going to resolder all of them, and even maybe try to go direct from this little board. Pull those wires back and just connect them direct. We'll see. See how much wiggle room I have. I don't think I have much. Fighting with this diesel tank. That's it. That's where my leak is. The vent cap. That, and I think this fitting down here is loose. Put some kitty litter in. Trying to find where the leak was, and this instantly started showing dark, so I think I just need to tighten those two up. But this is new. I wonder what's going on in there. Took a little mini vacation on a weekend, went up and saw my mom. Had a nice little conversation with her out in the front driveway. It's really neat. Made some awesome bacon. Oh my god, that bacon was amazing. Nice rich coffee. Hung out, talked to her about camping growing up as a kid. Got a lot of answers to things I totally forgot about. So that was really neat. You talked for an hour and lost all of it. All right. Should be working.
Where were we?
Oh.
You
Whoops,
got
sorry.
Dr. Pepper and I got RC Cola.
Royal Crown. Cheers.
It's not that I like it, but it was on sale.
I remember when we were camping in Valentine, there was a huge storm that rolled through. I think we had gone to a state park or something for the day while we were out, and we came back and Valentine was decimated.
I tell you what we did. That's when we went canoeing. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
We had two canoes, Dad and David, and Dad and David and you, and John and I were in, and John and I were the second canoe. We were canoeing that river, whatever that is, in western Nebraska. And we had stopped in Valentine and made arrangements to do this canoe thing. And they would drive your car to the far end of where you get out of the canoe.
Mm-hmm.
Your car will be waiting for you, and then we'll pick up the canoes and, okay. So we're canoeing and watching the sky, and it's scary. And we thought, well, maybe down around the next bend we'll find our car. No. Maybe around the next bend. No. Oh my gosh. We finally got to our car and got in it. And at that point, it was real fine hail. It wasn't damaging hail, but it was hailing and raining pretty bad. And we were several miles from Valentine, maybe 15 or something. And that's when we drove back into town and saw all the damage. They had really got, windshields were broken, and it was a mess. Then we went out to our campsite thinking, oh dear, the tent was fine. I guess the hail just bounced off of it.
That was a tough tent.
And then the people that were camping next to us, his boat was full of water. He didn't know. Dad was smart enough to pull the boat in with the engine to the shoreline, and the other guy had it the other way around. Well, of course that didn't work. So Dad loaned him our motor. We kept the boat. He got his boat out okay, but his motor was full of water. Dad loaned this strange man our boat motor and then he returned it to us in Omaha.
Huh.
Isn't that something? We were ready to leave anyway. We'd already been there for probably 2 weeks. And he said, well, here, take my motor and bring it to us when you're through with it. And he did.
Trolling motor? Trolling motor?
No, the big one on the 35 horse. We didn't have a trolling motor then, I don't think. That came along later, yeah.
Yeah, I remember being in storms in that tent. It was not waterproof whatsoever.
Yeah,
But it was sturdy.
yeah,
And I remember seeing rain going
yeah.
sideways
Oh
in the
yeah,
tent, and John
yeah.
and I going,
Okay. And Dad and I are inside the van.
yeah, we wake up and there's a whole puddle of water, like, you know, whole tent is full of water. Or one of the storms actually moved the camp kitchen that you had set up on the picnic table, had blown it all the way across the picnic table.
Really?
Yep.
I don't remember that.
It moved it all the way across and it was almost falling out
And
the
that
other
was
side.
heavy.
Yep. It was really heavy.
Huh. I just saw 2 squirrels run up the tree. Whoop, there they are. Run. Look.
Gray squirrels.
They're having fun.
What's up, dude?
That's funny. Maybe you were
So we'd stayed at Valentine like 2 weeks. You said 2 weeks?
almost 2 weeks. Yeah.
We did that probably what 5 or 6 times.
No, at least 4. I'm not real sure.
I remember
There wasn't anything for miles where we camped at Merritt Reservoir. We were 20 miles from town, you know, from Valentine.
Mhm.
There wasn't anything out that way, you know, so we had to have everything with us, and we did.
Yep.
And that's where you got all your knowledge.
Right.
We didn't go to all this trouble, but we could manage anyway, you know.
Well, there was 4 of us in a van. It was different. You
Yeah.
had to have room to move around. And
Yeah.
I remember going on when Karen and Mindy were in the van one time. We got stuck in the mud somewhere and had to get a
We were on
tractor
our
pull
way.
us out.
We were on our way to Wichita for my folks' 40th wedding anniversary party. And what was Mindy's friend's name?
There's an A.
Wasn't Jody, was it? That doesn't sound right. But you know who I mean.
Yeah, Jody Ackerman.
It was Jody.
Yeah.
Okay. And Karen was pregnant with John Lyle. And we're heading across Kansas from Omaha to Wichita. And Jody had to go to the bathroom really bad. Well, there wasn't anything out in the middle of nowhere, but there was a not a state side park, a little park area with an outhouse. So Dad he pulled off the highway into the road that went in, you know, and it was a dirt road, and it was raining. And once we got in there, the right tires were in the soft mud, and the ditch was right. It was too close to the edge of the ditch, and it went down, and we were stuck. And then Jody wouldn't use the outhouse. I'm not going out there. So Dad had me get behind the wheel, and he was I don't know, he was putting on chains or something on the back wheel. And he said, okay, now give it some gas. And I gave it too much, and it blew mud all over. That wasn't working. And there was a farm about 3/4 of a mile away. We could see the barn over there. So Dad walked over to the farm, and the farmer very nicely fired up his tractor and came and pulled us out. Jody wasn't going to use that outhouse. I don't know what she ever did, but so yeah, we were on our way to Wichita for my folks' wedding anniversary. Yeah.
Gotcha. Did some of this for a while. Welcome to the shop. We are programming, appears to be about 15 radio. That's cool. We have a cricket problem, I guess. Anyway, we're programming some Baofeng radios here using Kid Radio and my phone using OD Master Bluetooth. All we have to do, turn that sucker on, come over here. I've already done the programming. It's all saved in here. We just have to go down to the RX and TX list, pick up my there, We're going to go to function. So the only thing that's going to take a long time to do, we're going to delete power on message, bump, bump. And we're going to type in here caps radio down here. We're going to put the hash for number and 1. Now all we have to do, hit the right button. I did connect the device. Make sure Bluetooth is turned on. I'm fighting everything today, man. Did some more of that. Hey, back. Full disclosure, that was a while. So it only took me 7 minutes to program all the Baofengs through OD Master and PID Radio. And I got to the where are you guys? These guys. It's a GMRS radio, BTEC V2, and yeah, OD Master is not supporting this, so I had to go old school, Chirp, and Chirp doesn't run on Apple. The driver for the cable I can't get for that, so I had to. This is a 2002 laptop running very old software. So it's a 23-year-old laptop. It's older than most people are watching this video, and but no, it did great. Finally got all the radios programmed. So now, not only do they have the numbers on them, radio 17. Check, 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 check. Bingo. What that's happening is I'm actually transmitting over the receiver frequency and hearing it on the B channel. You can see this pop up. It'll light up the bottom. Boop. Same thing here. What that allows to happen is so that if the repeater drops, regardless, the user doesn't know any difference. But what happened was that the repeater went down because it's running off of a battery pack. It ran dry and nobody had comms because all of the radios were synced to the repeater and they were all listening for the repeater signal, not each other. So I tuned all the B channels to the repeater input channel and made all the radios so that they can hear both channels at the same time, but only broadcast on one. So you hit the key, it broadcasts over to the transmit channel to the repeater, the input of it, the output of the receiver, or I'm sorry, the output of the repeater is going just the same over the A channel, and the input is tuned to the B channel on the radios. So if I'm next to somebody and I hit it, the repeater won't even hear the signal, technically. It will. Never mind. I take that back. Just if I keep my radio magnetic, the magnetics in the world and all that, if it's stronger to my buddy on his radio, it's going to go direct to his radio. If it can't get to his radio, but the repeater can hear it, then the repeater will repeat it out louder and it'll hit to his radio. God, this isn't making any sense. I really hoped it would.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
The next problem is I need to reprogram all the base stations to do the same thing. That's going to be fun. At least one base station has to be that way. And then we need to set up the repeater. I need to see what its current draw is, voltage and amperage on the system. I can do that over my app on my phone through the Winnebago. And then we're going to go set it up, throw my arrow up, and get all these radios charged up. Once they're all fully 100% charged, I'm going to turn them all on probably tomorrow, and time to see how long it takes them to all drain. If one of them drains faster than the other, then I know that's got a bad battery. So far we've had one, I don't know where he went, one battery that's kaputzed and one radio that's kaputzed. That is a very technical term for a radio that just goes click, 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 click. That's a kaputzed radio. So that's where we're at. Yeah, next time you see me, we'll be playing outdoors. Woo! Hi, puppy. Let's go test some radios. I just set the repeater up and have all the radios in the back of the car and a dog. Hi, dog. This is Bjorn. We're going for a drive. I'm going to go find a park somewhere, roughly about a mile away, and see if I can get in and out of this repeater with these radios. Welcome to part 2 of Can I Get My Repeater to Work? I'm thinking I had parked it at the house, put the repeater up, just threw the antenna up on my fence, and I'm kind of down in a hole. There's a lot of trees. So I drove around for a bit, trying to get one radio to bounce into the repeater and bounce back to another radio, and I can only get a half block. That's disheartening, to say the least. So, pack the repeater up, grab my wife, she's in the car behind me. Come on. Here she comes. There you are, honey. She's coming. Anyway, we're headed up to the Glenpool Elementary School. It's about the highest point in all of Glenpool. The water tower is right next to it, so it's got to be pretty high up. And I'm going to park the truck there, put the repeater up, and I got a throw cord. We're going to toss the antenna up in a tree and see if we can drive around and get some signal somehow. There we go. Even more of that. All right, let's do this. Yeah. Just when you think you have it all nicely bundled.
A few moments later.
Okay. Here's the new antenna. Loop around that, and then we take this. Ready? Come on. Come on down. Come on down. Ah, snagged on a branch. Oh, here we go. Ah. Okay, roll cast. Almost. Damn it. Oh, there we go. That's all I needed. There we go. All right, antenna's up. Repeater powered on. I'm not going to show you what the frequency is because that's none of your business. And all these radios. Okay. Radio coming in, radio check, radio check. Radio check. Radio check, radio check. Wow, this one comes in really crappy. Radio check. Hello. Alright. I don't know if it's something funky with one of those two radios. So we're just gonna put them back in upside down in their little homes and grab two more. Radio number 7, unlock, AB, transmit, AB, radio 3, unlock, AB, transmit, AB. Okay. Radio test, radio test. I'm in the repeater. I'm in the repeater. Okay, so one of those two radios is shit. Either on the transmit or receive. Check, check. Check. Hello, 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 hello. It's a German Shepherd running around over there. Check, check. Okay. One of those two radios is suspect.
The stop sign again?
I know. Let's go down a little bit. Nope. Right. Here we go. Just a little bit. There's a pump station down here. We might be already too far away. Pulling this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Pulling this turn right here. All right, we got anything? Test, test. I got nothing into the repeater. They squelch each other. Check, 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 check. That was enough to get away from it, and I got nothing. What the fuck? That is unacceptable. Let's go back to my car.
Okay.
All right, let's give this a shot. I had a Laszlo Hollyfeld moment this morning. So, after spending 3 hours with Dave last night, I didn't get home until 10. We tested the repeater, we tested the antennas, we tested the coax, and the repeater is a 10-watt repeater running at 6 watts. When we hook a ham radio antenna to it, it's a horrible SWR signal ratio. It doesn't, the antenna isn't tuned for that frequency. And on top of that, since it's only a 6-watt receiver, or a 6-watt repeater, I keep saying receiver. You guys get a room. Anyway, there's so much signal loss in the coaxial cable, and then couple that with the inefficiency of the antenna to work at that frequency, we're basically running at a half a watt out of the repeater. And since, okay, so we take the repeater out of the equation. Let's just not think about it. Let's just take it out. All the other radios, I can play with the frequencies. So I played with it. If I run everything at 2 meters, so a VHF frequency, hey, I can get a lot more FARs. And with a lot more FARs out of the radios, I won't need a repeater. I just need a way to get basically what I'm calling the God mode. So I found out on one of my radios, I can do a audio relay. So I can broadcast into the radio at a separate frequency from all the other ones, and then it will repeat whatever I said back over the frequency that all the radios are listening to. At 50 watts, VHF, which is line of horizon sight, like 12 miles, not line of sight, visual sight like UHF is. So we'll have a ton more FARs and still have the capability of going over a mountain or some of the obstacles that we have. So I'm going to test that today. I have the radio all rigged up in my truck. I have my HT set up with God mode and the comms channel set on it, and I'm going to go walk my route and see if I can key into my own radio and hear my voice come back to me. If I can do that on my route with my truck parked 3 miles away in the inner city, it'll work just fine out in Crawford. So I think I have a solution.
And again, more of that. Even in greatness, no. Even in failure, greatness can be achieved. Check this out. We got God mode now. Check this. Radio test for relay number 1.
Radio test for relay number 1.
God mode. That big black antenna on my truck now. Right there. Yep. That's going to my radio on my truck on a relay. Records up to 30 seconds and then plays it back out. So I'm thinking what we can do, put everyone on comms channel to talk, simplex, and then give a few people God mode. It'd be a way for everyone to, if needed, send a message to all the radios all at once. So if you just want to have a simplex conversation and just chit chat on the radio, go on comms. But if you have serious information, you need to close down the course or last runner out or first runner out, whatever it is, you can go to God mode and everyone will hear you.
What do you mean everyone?
We're gonna go test it on my route. KJ5ANF conducting radio test, relay number 4.
KJ5ANF conducting radio test, relay number 4.
I'm not that far, but there's a lot of stuff in between me and there. There's a lot of stuff. So I think I'm onto something. Audio relay test number 6. Audio relay test number 6, 61st and Riverside Drive. I'm inside of a car. I can hear it. Radio relay test number 8.
Radio relay test number 8.
I'm at 46th and Riverside. The car is parked at 71st and Lewis, and I could understand myself. I think I'm onto something. VHF, 37th and Peoria.
VHF, Victoria.
I think I got my answer. Finally got it figured out. Took a while. Had an old radio, mounted into a little go box. It's got its own little solar panel and battery. It's gonna sit up on top of the mountain and just take care of all of it. Got a little bit about that right here. Welcome to another day in the shop. We're going to turn this ordinary ammo can into a self-contained little portable make it a digipeater, I can make it an iGate, I can make it just a radio, I can make it a relay. It's self-contained. I'm going to have that mounted to it right there with that. That's what I'm doing next with this. Rock on. Hey, what's up? It is Thursday morning. Getting ready to go to work. It's supposed to be one of the first sunny days. So I'm going to leave this guy on the charger. And we're going to get a base voltage real quick. Let's see, that's positive, that's negative. Oop, come on. 12.9. 12.9. Once this gets charged, I'll do a quick little video about it. Battery, charge controller, smartphone, radio, antenna. I made it to work 1, I made it to work 2, I made it to work 3. Alright, that's enough of you. Figured it out. I'm at work. Oh, come on. That was annoying. I'm at work, and what you just heard was recorded from a radio that's at my house. 11 miles away, and then back. It's a huge wasp nest. Anyway, I hate wasps. Yeah, it's been a good weekend. Good summer. Got a lot of stuff accomplished. Got my fence fixed. That was cool. Gotta check my mail here. Okay, I'm on track. I'm still on track. But coming up next, we have just got approved for the time off for October 17th. I'm going to Waco, Texas again for the final running of Crawford, Texas. Excited for that. Got the radios all dialed in for it. I have a new antenna coming for my radio, my main radio in my truck, as that has been my culprit here the entire time. So I'm gonna get that fixed. Once that's done, we'll have about 2 weeks of on the ground time to get the comms working, and then it's pack the truck up. Yeah. So that's going to catch you up pretty much for the most part for the last 2 months. And then I have about 3 weeks to go before I can finish this hole out. Bookend it. See you later. Have a good afternoon. Take care. This is my day off. Oh, what happened here? No! An arrow occurred. I don't like that. Okay, there we go. Nobody likes when an arrow occurs. Oh, hey, there's my go box. Dude, this thing's awesome. This is my day off. I'm going through radio by radio and making notes on how well they transmit and receive. Here we have radio 11. We're on radio 11. Let's try this out. You can watch this happen over here in real time. Relay, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3.
Relay, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3.
And over here, oh, I gotta turn my volume up.
Test 1 2 3.
It records it. It's kind of cool. So, radio 11 sounds like it checks out. Relay audio, test 1 2 3.
Relay audio, test 1 2 3.
Bang. And put that back here with your good radios and just grab another one. Whoops. Oh, this one has an issue because it has a speaker plugged into it. This is radio number 8. It's really quiet. Relay audio test 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Relay audio test 1 2 3 1 2 3.
So it's transmitting, but there's just no volume output on this thing. It's really quiet. Let me mute that. Relay audio 1 2 3. So 8 is kaputzt. Another radio down the tubes. Barely works. Probably a blown amplifier inside of it. It's as loud as it can go. I even tried putting that on there to see if it'd help. Let's try it without it. Come out. Where dropped my pen? I'm trying to do way too much, man. Relay audio 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Relay audio 1 2 3 1 2 3.
It's just it's almost too quiet to work with, but I'm gonna hold on to it. Anyway, that's my day off. Just sitting here going through radios, making notes. Man, I love what I do. Biggest hang up I had was technological problems. I'll get in there. Ran out of space on my tablet. Couldn't produce any videos. Couldn't move anything off of any devices. So I had to get all that rectified. Especially since I got this new camera here. I'm gonna show you. Oh, you can't see it. Hang on. So, got a 2 terabyte micro C powered SD drive. I can move everything off my tablet, produce all the videos I want without having to worry about eating up memory on that. Because I got an Insta360 Go 3S, which is, it's alright. It's got limitations, but yeah, hopefully it'll bring you some better video quality. Trying to invest in the channel, you know, going to the new year. But anyway, glad to have you get along. Hope to make everything better for you. It's been a scorcher this summer. This is October and I'm still dying. It's in the 80s. Humidity's really high right now. Anyway, finally got all my Halloween decorations put out. Not all of them. We're on phase 2 of like 7 phases. I'll put in a little series. I'm gonna do a little video of it. Put that in here. You'll see that in a little bit. And thanks for coming around. Glad to see you. It's been a while. Man, a lot of things happened. Puppy passed away. So that kind of knocked me out for about a month almost. It seemed like still kind of hits me where I don't like it. But anyway, I'm back. We're gonna do some good content. Have a good day.
one more time. Thank you so much.